Thank you for listening to this tutorial on how to use RefWorks. I hope that you'll find it useful in properly citing your sources. First, you'll go to the BYU-Idaho's library website, the David O. McKay Library. Down below, you'll find the Sign into RefWorks. You'll go ahead and click that, and you'll need to create an account if it's your first time. Once you've already created the account, you'll be able to log in to the system. The account is free and it is a lifetime subscription paid for by the university. Therefore, you'll be able to reach your resources and your former citations for many years to come, which makes it a great tool. Once you come here, then you'll see a page that looks similar to this. I'll go ahead and introduce you to a few different things here. For example, it has a list of different resources that I've created. Now with these resources, you can put them into a folder. For example, if I wanted to move these into a folder, I can click Add a Folder or Create, and I'll just go ahead and create one called Example Number 1. I create that folder, and then those three things go into there. This is that folder. If I come back to the All Documents, then it also shows me the other documents. But this makes it a nice way that you can organize your resources by the paper or the project that you're working on. So another fantastic thing that it has is it has several different plugins and add-ins, which I'll go ahead and show you. However, the first thing that we'll look at is we'll go back to the David O. McKay Library website. This is while you're still a student, and even after you have access to some of the resources, you can search anything and look for academic resources. One of these, or what we'll use today, is the poverty in the United States. We'll go ahead and search that, and it'll come up with a list of things. It takes just a minute, and it generates a big list. We won't go into it today, but you do have the ability to narrow down your search. So we'll go ahead and we'll find a few different resources that we'll use. For example, we'll use this co-ops and community development efforts. Now we'll go and we'll say that we click on it and we read and see that it has something we want, so we go ahead and open up the full text. Once it pops up and we're reading through, and we find something that we want to cite or that we want to mark down, maybe that we want to use later, then all we'll do is we'll come over to this button right here on the side that says Cite. You'll go ahead and click Cite, and then you'll click Export to Bibliographic Management Software right down here. If it's not already clicked, you can go ahead and do a direct export to RefWorks. You'll click Save, and it automatically export that file over to this RefWorks. You'll click the ProCrest RefWorks, that's the one the university uses, and in just a minute it will have saved to your library. You can now see that it should be popping up in just a second here. It pops up right at the top. So you've already labeled that and it puts it in. So at that time you can go ahead and move it into a folder if you want, so that you don't have it sitting there when you don't need it. You can come back. I'll show you one more time. If we go back to this list of things, I'll also show you with an academic journal and the projects that you'll be working on. We do recommend that you try and use academic journals. They're also helpful in anything that you do here at the university. So we'll look at this and the supplemental poverty one. We'll just go write the PDF full text. It'll pop up and it comes, and we'll pretend that we've found something that we want to cite here, and so we'll go ahead and again just come over and click this citation page. We'll go to Export Bibliographic Management Software, Direct Export to RefWorks, again write that button, and save. It's going to open it up again, and we can close some of those browsers. Go ahead, the ProCrest RefWorks, and again it goes ahead and imports it right in there. Now there's a few cool things once it does import it back in. If you'll notice, right below it has these tags. So these are tagged. So for example, poverty in the United States. If you come and click on this page, tag, this is all the tags I have. So for example, if I want to do poverty in the United States, it goes ahead and pulls up this one. It does, you can get all the information. It has the URL and anything like that. You can go ahead and search, and I believe you can also add tags. Yeah, right. If you click there, you can tag this. For example, if we wanted to label it just poverty in general, we'd be able to just do that, poverty in general, and or poverty reduction if we want to add it to one that we already have. That helps us to be able to find the resources. Then whenever we look at this, we're going to have all of these resources pop up. This works great if you are doing it on a subject. You may later on in your career or in your academic studies need to study that subject again. And so instead of starting all over, you can go back and find the sources that you've already cited. However, if you're like me, a lot of times you are looking on other websites. So for example, we'll go to abcnews.com. It's a great news source, and we'll say that we found a source that something that we want to cite. So we'll just go ahead and open up this top article, and we want to cite this. We found some information in it that we want to put in our paper. So there is actually, if we go back to the RefWorks, if we go under our name, there's a Tools button. Go ahead and click that Tools button. It'll pop up and it gives you a few different options of things, and the first one we'll look at is save references on the web. So you can go ahead and install this Save to RefWorks, and it works on multiple, I believe on Firefox, Chrome, and Safari. You can download this plugin. So when we come back here, we want to cite this, and so we'll go ahead and click the Save to RefWorks button. On the side, it'll pop up with the bibliographic information. Now, some of the things, for example, you can add a tag. It looks like it's about President Trump, so we may want to tag that as Trump. We could also tag it as the White House. Whatever we're doing the research on, we can go ahead and add that tag. It looks like it does have an author. Now, sometimes this does fill in right away, but otherwise we can go ahead and fill that in manually. So we'll just put in the author's name from the top of the website. It does have the date and all the other information. It looks like I made a mistake there. We'll go ahead and correct that. Has all the information. You can also type notes in at the bottom. So for example, this is about President Trump's first days in office. For whatever you want to put those notes, and then you'll go ahead and click Save to RefWorks. You can come back and either you can close that and keep on looking, or you can, it does give you the option to open it. So you can come back here, and if you look in the All Documents, then that should be right there at the top. Yep, so it looks like it popped right at the top. So if we come back to the same place under your name to the Tools section, then it also gives us the option to do a couple of other things. One of the coolest things is it has a plugin for Microsoft Word. It also has it for Google Docs. I've not used the one for an add-on, I guess it is, for Google Docs. I haven't used that one, so I'd recommend you try it. I'm assuming it does work a little bit similarly to the Microsoft Word. You'll need to go ahead and download and install it. I've already done that, so we'll go ahead and go to my Microsoft Word. So we'll go back to the issue of poverty in the United States, and we'll pretend I'm writing out this essay and I need to cite this source. So what it does when you have that plugin into your Microsoft Word, you have these tabs at the top, and one of those that is created is the RefWorks page. So once you come here, then you can say you're writing along and you want to cite that. Then all you'll do is you'll come over and click Insert Citation. We'll click Insert New, and should pop up. Okay, so right there I don't have it in a folder, so we'll look, and so it looks like that's the one that I want to cite. So I'll go ahead and click that, and all it does is it automatically cites it for me. So once it's already cited, then I can go ahead and continue with whatever it is that I'm writing. So the end of it, however, so we'll say continue the essay, and I do want to cite another one, and so I'm going to go ahead and cite this one too. So at the end, I've completed my essay and I need to create the bibliography. All I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this bibliography options and insert bibliography. It's as simple as that, and it has it all listed. Now in our class, we will be using the Turabian style. So again, if we come right up here, we'll just click on that and we'll move down to the Turabian 8th edition. And it's going to automatically change the bibliography and all the source citations within the paper. That makes it really handy though if you do use MLA or APA or some other type. For other classes, you can just easily change it with the click of a button. That's a few of the great resources here in Word. There's also, Microsoft Word does have some resources where you can insert footnotes. They also have their own way of inserting citations. It actually looks like they've put this tab there too. So you can do it either way, and they have right here, they have their own way. You can also do cross references and some other things. With theirs, you simply click insert citation and you fill in the information yourself. And then the same thing with the bibliography, you just click it and it'll go ahead and insert it in, and you get to choose the type there. You choose the style, and it has quite the list of styles too that you can use. The RefWorks does seem to work the best, especially as it does sync with your online database. So again, if you do want to come back here and for some other reason you're using another program or just need to create it, you can create a citation page. You just click the ones you want, and then you'll come and create bibliography. It gives you a couple of options. If you want to edit it, or if this is just the quick way to do it, you create the you click create the bibliography option, and there it is. You copy it to your clipboard. However, again, if you do want to change it, you can come up here and you can put it in MLA or whatever other type that you want that best suits your needs at that time. So that goes over just a few of the tools that we have. So again, just to kind of review, if you come here and go to that tools section right there, then you are able to download the plugin for both Microsoft Word and then here for Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. So that's a great resource to help you. You can also export those right away, and it does help again if you come to the RefWorks tab in Word, and you can sync your citations right to your Word document. Also, if you are on a library website, you can just click this button and it will help you to automatically cite it again. I hope this is helpful, and I would encourage you to use RefWorks. It's a great tool that the university has provided. Again, it is a lifelong subscription, so you do have access to that even after you graduate. Not all of the resources you do, but this is one that the university feels strongly about, and so we would encourage you to use that. And with that, we do remind you that because we have provided you with the tools to properly cite your sources, it's your responsibility to use them, and we will be holding you accountable to use those. So if you don't properly cite your sources or create a bibliography for assignments, that is plagiarism, and we will be docking points for that. So thank you for listening to this tutorial.